You didn't plan to buy anything today. You were just scrolling. 5 minutes later, your cart is full. You don't feel stupid. You don't feel reckless. You feel relieved. That feeling isn't random. You're inside a loop. Right before you buy, something happens. Your chest tightens. Your attention narrows. Brain goes quiet. Logic fades. Emotion takes over. You tell yourself it's small, affordable. Learn that moment is the hook.
This is the consumption loop. Not spending, not shopping. A loop, trigger, craving, purchase, relief, regret, then silence, until the next trigger. You were told consumption is choice, that you buy because you want to, because it makes you happy, because you deserve it. But modern consumption isn't about products, it's about emotion regulation. You're not buying objects, you're buying relief. Dopamine isn't pleasure, it's anticipation, the chemical of wanting, not having. Retail doesn't sell items, it sells spikes, scarcity, urgency, social proof. Each one presses a psychological lever your brain can't ignore. This isn't manipulation by accident, it's neuroscience by design. The loop always begins with discomfort, stress from work, boredom at night, comparison online. You feel slightly off, not broken, just enough. The system doesn't wait for you to be desperate, it waits for you to be human. The moment discomfort appears, your brain searches for relief, not solutions, not progress, relief. Scrolling becomes soothing, browsing feels productive. Your brain mistakes movement for progress. That's when the algorithm steps in. Then it happens. One tap, one swipe, one confirmation, dopamine floods your system, not because you bought something, but because the craving stopped. For a moment, everything feels quiet. This is the most dangerous part. The package arrives. You open it. It's fine, not life-changing, not disappointing, just fine. The relief fades faster than you expected, and the silence returns. Later that night, or next week, regret whispers, not loud enough to stop you, just loud enough to hurt. You promise yourself you'll be better next time. You think discipline is the answer, but discipline was never the problem. Debt completes the loop. Buy now, pay later. Didn't remove pain. It delayed it. Installments make consumption feel harmless. Small payments hide large decisions. You don't feel the cost, so you don't adjust behavior. That's the point. The retail system doesn't want you satisfied. It wants you returning. Platforms are optimized for frequency, not fulfillment. The best customer isn't happy. The best customer is restless, just uncomfortable enough to click again. Consumption doesn't just drain money, it reshapes identity. You start buying versions of yourself, more successful, more attractive, more respected. But no purchase ever completes the transformation, so the loop restarts. Here's the truth. You were never bad with money. You were trained to self-soothe with spending. The loop survives on silence. Once you see it, it loses power. You pause, you notice the trigger, you feel the urge, and don't obey it immediately. Breaking the loop doesn't require willpower. It requires interruption. Delay the purchase. Name the emotion. Remove frictionless checkout. Not forever. Just long enough for logic to return. The loop dies when craving outlasts convenience. Spending isn't evil, but unconscious spending is expensive. Every dollar has a direction. Either it feeds the loop, or it builds leverage. Once you see that, choice returns. If retail trained you to spend, investment apps trained you to gamble. The next video exposes how modern investing was turned into entertainment. Watch next, the investing app casino nobody talks about. If this felt uncomfortably accurate, leave a comment and subscribe, because the loop only works if you stay inside it.